Peace to the gods. Peace to the ones with the peace on their side. Peace, love, life from the ancestors. Welcome back. It's menu I got. Today I wanted to talk about something I feel is very important, and it seemed like to be a big topic, and it's very important in this life. You know what I'm saying? In this era that we're living in, this is a very important topic. Okay. I just see it thrown around so much, you know what I'm saying? Like, with no one giving, like, any details, anything about it. It's just be like, but what I'm talking about is masculine energy and feminine energy. And what I usually hear when I hear, things pertaining to that, I usually hear, I want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's from a male, I want a more feminine woman. You know what I'm saying? They could be like that. Or if it comes from a female, it'd be like, I want a more masculine man. Right? And we just keep it at that. We just keep it at that. I want more feminine or more masculine. And we just keep it at that. But I never really hear anybody go in and say what is feminine or what is masculine. And we know certain traits, you know what I'm saying? And the big thing about these energies is that what people might not understand is that we both have both energies. Correct? Correct. So this is something we all should know. This is something. This should be like ABCs 1, 2, 3s. You know what I'm saying? Especially in our community, in the black community. Like, this is what we need to teach. This is what we should be teaching our youngins. If you got a young guy, he should be, you know what I'm saying, 10, 12, according to the Gregorian calendar and shit. He should know what masculine energy is. I should have known that at 12. I should have known that at 13. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't have took me this long, you know what I'm saying, to learn it. And I shouldn't even have to did it on my own. Like, it should have been somebody above me, like, hey, you're a masculine being. You need to be in your masculine energy with a balance of your feminine energy. You know how much that would have helped, you know, with certain situations. You know how much that would help in a lot of areas, because once you figure out what's masculine and what's feminine, you start working on what you're supposed to be working on. If you're masculine, you start seeing feminine traits and stuff, and you know what I'm saying, you know them feminine traits, you work on those traits. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can work on the feminine traits that I had, you know, being a Cancer, water sign, all that shit, all the feminine traits and shit that I portray. Now I see that is a feminine trait. You know what I'm saying? You want to be like, that's feminine trait. You just think that's all people, because we all have all these traits, all these energies. So you'll be like, that's just how people react to certain things. But that's how a feminine person reacts to that. You feel me? Feel me? So what I did, because I was just tired of hearing it. I'm like, damn, I just keep hearing masculine. You should be more masculine. Men supposed to be masculine. Women supposed to be feminine. Blah 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 blah. Like, but what does that mean? Can somebody tell me what that mean? Understand? I'm like, you see somebody beating up somebody or something, you'll be like, that's masculine or something like that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to provide, we know provide and protect. Like, that's all we pretty much know for, like, masculine energy, provide, protect. But it's so much bigger than that. And I feel like that's going to help. And especially in our relationships with our women, if we can understand not even the balance, but understand masculine energy and feminine energy. Because I feel like a lot of females be wanting. That's like I said, we have both energies, but our dominant energy is masculine. You know what I'm saying? So I be feel like women be wanting like dominant men, like too much. Like you want something that you didn't even make us for. All right, I'm just talking. But before I'm just talking, let me I looked this shit up, and I had I had a couple different you know different informations, and I just went with the one that resonated the most with me. You know what I'm saying, for the masculine energy and the feminine energy, because we have both of these in me. I could read them and be like, yeah, I definitely sense that, and I definitely sense like, okay, that's a masculine, that's a feminine energy. So I went and wrote this shit down. No game. Real life. Real life. But anyway, yeah, I want to look this up, so no cap. No cap. I don't do no cap about this bitch. No cap. I can't write. Y'all see that? You might not be able to see it, but I'm gonna read it. Start masking them, cause that's my dominant energy. I'm masculine energy. That's how you created me, woman, goddess. That's how you created me. This is what you wanted from me. This is masculine energy. Now, why I'm saying this, because what I'm saying, if any female, what I'm saying, looking at this, what I'm saying, trying to holler at me and saying, what I'm saying, we both have both these energies. But in my dominant energy, I portray these traits. So if I portray any of the other traits, this is what I need to understand. If I portray any of the other traits, which are feminine traits, which I have, I am dipping into your side of it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's your dominance. You're dominant. Your feminine energy. That's your dominant end. So if I, what I'm saying, do some of those things that are, what I'm saying, feminine, that falls into your trait. So that means I'll be stepping outside of me, literally, like stepping outside of what I'm saying, my true masculine energy. I'll be stepping outside of that. Even in balance, because it's gonna be in balance. That's what the point of us having all of them. But I just want that to be known, because I feel like females be like, if you want us to do shit that's feminine, like that's why I'm doing poly relationships. Like you want mans to do female shit when you could just have another female there. You didn't make me to sit there and talk to you about problems and shit that you having at work, or problems and shit you having with you brought me for solutions. That's it. So like my brain don't even comprehend sitting there talking about the shit. My brain comprehends solutions. You sitting there talking about, man, my friend, she be acting fake, and she always be talking about this sometimes. Like she always, every time I tell her something like that, hey, don't talk to her no more. That's not your friend. That's all I want to say about it. I don't want to say nothing else. And that's how you made me, goddess. You made me exactly like that. So not to waste time. Because if we just sitting there talking about that, then you just going to be talking about that. No solutions. But if you just wanted to talk about that and you came home and you just wanted to talk about that, you come talk to me. I'll be like, hey, man, you don't got to talk to her. Just cut her off. And you be like, oh, you go talk to her. And she be like, oh, man, I can't believe she did that. I wouldn't do no shit like that. You think she be... Then the girl, then you can have a whole conversation, because that's what you do. You feel me? That's what you do. I don't do that. You didn't make me to do that. You made me to say, I got a problem. I got the solution. That's what you made me. You didn't make me to sit there and talk about the problem. You built me with a brain to build the solution, to come with a solution quick. I told you I got a solution quick. My friend always do this when I do it. Boom, that's not your friend. Stop talking to her. Next, what's for dinner? I mean, what, you know what I'm saying? That's why we're doing poly from now on. That's why we're doing poly from now on. Cause y'all lost the sense that y'all created us for you. You lost that sense. It was stolen. It was taken. White mindset. Look, masculine energy. Confident. Craves responsibility. Logical. Disciplined. Assertive. Strong presence. Direct and purposeful. Seeks appreciation. Analytical. Competitive. Focused. Those are masculine traits. And like I was about to say before that, that's what I wanted to say. That we all have these traits, right? So just because you're a feminine, I say I want a feminine woman, that does not mean you can't portray any of these traits. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying, if you do portray those traits, you're stepping in my dominant energy, which makes it harder for me and my energy because now we're competing. You know what I'm saying? It says I'm competitive. I'm the competitive one. You know what I'm saying? I like to go out there and be number one and, you know what I'm saying, make sure I'm doing, you know what I'm saying, the best at whatever I'm doing. That's what I want to do. So if you're competitive with me, that masculine energy and masculinity, I'll turn to a man-on-man fight from energy. Because it's all energy. It don't matter if you're a woman or you sending off masculine energy. Nah, I feel like I'm in competition with you. I shouldn't be in competition with you. We get this shit together. You feel me? So that's masculine energy for all my men out there who struggling. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, being feminine or whatever. Like I struggle with. I grew up with all females, nigga. I grew up with all females, nigga. One mom, three sisters, nigga. Three sisters, nigga. I grew up with all females, so I was heavy in femininity and they didn't even really know. You know, that's fucked up, man. And I didn't know until I met a masculine energy, a masculine female, or the female with masculine energy. I didn't know till then. But let's get to the female energy. Female energy. Intuitive. Vulnerable. Reflective. Grounded. Creative. Supportive. Trusting. Nurturing. Empathetic. Body language. And patience. That all sounds like God is create, like, don't that sound like some God attributes? Huh? That sound God in the motherfucker. Intuitive, nurturing, patient, creative, supportive. That sound goddess. That's goddess. That's goddess. That's the feminine energy. Now, should me being a man not be intuitive, vulnerable, and reflective, and grounded, and creative, and supportive, and trusting, and nurturing, and all those things? Not saying that, because we have our energies. I'm saying it's a balance. I'm saying when I do, so if I do come home and be nurturing, I am in my female, feminine energy. If I do come home and say, hey baby, how you doing? Make sure you're okay and rub your feet and all that stuff. There's no problem with that, but I'm just letting you know when I do that, that's me being feminine. Well, you say you want a masculine man. That's all we have to understand, the difference between the two. You don't want a fully masculine man. You want a balanced man. That's what you want. A balanced man. And man, these days it's hard to be balanced because we're enemies everywhere. We're enemies in the streets to the police. We're enemies in the house to our women. We're enemies to the mainstream media. We're enemies. So it's hard for us to be balanced. Niggas in their masculine energy or they're in their feminine energy. It's hard to be balanced. But if you had someone who was in their feminine energy, divine feminine energy, this don't mean be no pushover. This don't mean go with every, like, I don't understand why people just think that. Like, it don't mean be a pushover. It don't mean you don't have no say. It don't mean you don't have no brain. It don't mean none of that. It just means you made me for these certain things. That's all it means. You made me for these certain things. So once you get in a relationship with me, let me do those certain things that you made me to do. That's all. That's why we have to understand the differences. You made me to be protective. You made me to be, you know, strong and present. You made me be assertive. You made me seek appreciation. That's why niggas like more than one person. But I bet even a nigga who did want more than one person, if a woman could be in a really divine femininity, female energy, a nigga who want multiple females could stop off of that, cause a nigga just want that appreciation. If he can feel like he getting all that appreciation from one place, why would he need to do anything else? Niggas break their fucking backs for these black women. All they can do, like all we can do, bust our ass, break our backs. All we can do, and we get the you know what I'm saying, we get the shitty end of the stick. We don't get that. Damn, baby, did. I mean, I know, you know what I'm saying, we ain't rich, we ain't living in no mansion, but damn, we got food, lights on, heat on, you know what I'm saying, all this shit that everything we need to live and survive to the next day is taken care of. Don't get that appreciation from one person. You don't. Because they in this white mindset that you're supposed to have all these other things. And even if you did, I promise you still wouldn't get that appreciation from that one person. You're not going to get not what a man want. We seek appreciation because we want to be number one. We focus. We do what we supposed to do. So we want to seek appreciation for what we do. You made us. And then we did what you made us to do. We want to be appreciated for it. But no, it's a white mindset now. It's a white standard. It's a white girl standard. It's a white male standard now. Like, and black man is all the good black men out there who really be, you know what I'm saying, striving to be great, striving to break generational curses, striving to, you know what I'm saying, niggas who really trying to be in a masculine energy. They meet masculine energy. They meet masculine females. Now they in competition in their own relationship. I'm fighting the person who created me. Because they don't want me to do what they created me to do. I give. You're a receiver. That's why poly works for men. I don't see how it really will work for women. Unless it's just sexual. Unless it's just lust. I don't really see how it'll work for women. Or if it's just business. But the point of life is to multiply. So how could it be business? Like, so you just want business partners? The reason I say I don't see how it can work, because a woman can only be pregnant at one time. Like, you only can be pregnant once at one time. If you got 3 kings, you only can have one of their babies at one time. That y'all do some super fishy weird. I mean, I know it's 221. White people do all type of crazy shit, but like on some natural shit, like you only can have one. Like I think I want a lot of kids. If I have 3 queens, they all could be pregnant at the same time. Because I'm a giver. You're a receiver. Don't that make sense? But yeah, that's why poly work for men in the building of generations. Like not just in the simple shit that y'all talking about, lust or just want to fuck. You just want to talk to multiple women, which I do because that's how you made me. You made me to seek appreciation. If I could find one woman who appreciate me as the guy that you created me to be, then I mean, it's most likely I don't see like I don't think I would need one. You hear all the how niggas be lying, niggas literally lie, niggas say all that shit. I don't even think I would be. But I'm just saying because I don't know. I ain't never had that. I never had that, but I can imagine that. And if it didn't go how I imagine, I could be like, I don't need nothing else. But I'm saying still with me is the kids, the reproduction of the kids. How fast we can do that. That's my biggest thing. I want to have a lot of kids. You know what I'm saying? So that's my biggest thing. Like it's not about lust or anything. Like it's about having a lot of kids. That's not lust. That's multiplying. It's being fruitful and multiplying. So we need to understand the differences. Knowing that we are the same, we all have all these energies. But just know when a man steps out of that role of the roles that you gave us, you know what I'm saying, we're balancing into our female energy. So that's not masculine. The shit that a lot of shit that y'all be wanting from niggas, it's not masculine. That's why you need you a sister wife. That's why you need to get over that jealousy and that envy. So you can have somebody to talk to. You can come on. Niggas ain't trying to talk like that. And the niggas that are, they're trying to fuck you. You know, we all did this shit before. Unless you got like a gay best friend or something. Like, if a nigga really sitting there paying attention and listening to you about some shit that men don't give a fuck about because y'all made us not to give a fuck about it. It's nothing. It's like, I didn't choose not to give a fuck that, you know what I'm saying, the customers being rude and shit at your job when you don't have to work there. I'm saying you made me not give a fuck about that shit for a reason, so I can show you solutions. I mean, I don't understand. I mean, I just don't understand. So that's what I'm saying. We have to understand that masculine and feminine energy, and that the God has created us for those exact reasons. It was all women. Y'all created us. Y'all needed us. So y'all need to get out of y'all heads. Get out of that white girl, white woman mindset. Black man, get out of that white man mindset. Come back to nature, natural living, natural production, natural eating, natural spirituality, naturally. You feel me? So we need to come back to that. So this was just about masculine and feminine energy. I hope this helped somebody because I know looking those up really helped me, you know, come fully into my divine masculinity because it's been taken from me, stripped from me as well. So I'm saying we all just on a journey, so I just wanted to put that out there, maybe inspire somebody to uh come into their divine masculinity and come into their divine femininity. And with that, on that note, peace, love, life from the ancestors. I love y'all. Peace.